Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Uh, Dear viewers, I am Dr. Mahmudur Rahman. I am currently serving as a Board of Trustee Chairman of Jamaica Muslim Center. This is one of the vibrant and biggest center in our community. And we are currently facing Islamophobia. There is a lot of talks, hate crimes against the Muslims, against Islamic centers. So it is our responsibility to learn about this issue, why it is happening. As we know, Islam is the religion of peace. It comes from root word salama, means peace, and Allah's own name is Salam, the one who gives us peace and security. So why Islam is labeled as not a peaceful religion? We have to see the history. The history is very important. As we know, the West, or the America, Canada, this part of the world, Islam is not new. Islam was before Christopher Columbus. There are merchants from Africa. They came to America and they have seen, they stayed, they did some business. With Christopher Columbus, there are sailors who are Muslim. They guided him to come to America. That is historically proven. After that, there is a huge Muslim population came with the slavery. African brothers who came as a slave, about historically proven, 1/5 of them were Muslim. With the course of time and slavery, they lost their identity. But some of them retained their identity. And it is proven now they have scriptures and books written in Arabic language. And they have a lot of tradition that is still they follow the Islam. And this indigenous Muslim is a big percentage is not from Bangladesh, Pakistan or India, but they are African American. We know our famous Muhammad Ali and also basketball based different players in their Kareem Abdul Jabbar. He's a big basketball player. He's a Muslim. And different personalities we know they are Muslim. After the African slavery and their migration, so there is Muslim is here. Then the Arabs and Balkans Muslims, they came in this country and they stayed. Some of their descendants, they lost the Islam because when they came here they could not keep the tradition because there was no connection. And the huge migration happened in 60s and 70s from Southeast Asia and Arab countries, and now we have estimated 8 to 10 million Muslims in this country. With the help and benefit of communication, electronic media and internet, now whole world is a global village. It is not isolated. So anything happen in any part of the world, we are affected, rightly or unrightly. If anything happen in Paris, any bombing or any violence, it affects us. Anything happen in Syria, in Bangladesh, Pakistan, we are connected. Though we are thousands of miles away in America, we cannot avoid ourselves from this kind of activity. So in America even, this Alhamdulillah is a peaceful country. They have a lot of good virtues. They have rights, basic rights of they can practice their religion, they can speak, they can have their own security like arms, they can carry arms for their protection, and the government and the state, they have a responsibility to maintain the security and safety of the subject, the citizen of this country. And it is a violation of discrimination against race, religion, ethnicity, sexual identity. So we know these are the virtuous things. Even Islam also, there is no contradiction of this good virtuous thing with Islam. But as I said, with the global village we live, so when something happened like this, like bombing and killing of innocent lives. And it affects us and so many other religion or other faith people. They take those who don't like the Islam, they take the advantage and they use their machinery or their system to make talks in the news medias everywhere and give bad name to the Islam. It is not the Islam who teaches us to do this violence. It is the individuals or the person who does it. So it should not be blame on the Islam, the teaching of Islam. It is the us or the person who does this act of ignorance, act of violence. He should be responsible and he should be punished for that. And we know, according to Islam, we should not kill anybody without just cause or making fitna and fasad in the world. That is written in the Quran. And it is not the responsibility of the regular citizen to take arms and establish the justice. It is the responsibility of the leader who has the power, who should establish the justice. It is not like me and you who come and who see something wrong and take the arms or whatever. We cannot do that. It is not our religion. It is the leader or umara. As a citizen of this country, USA or Canada or any other country where we are living, this country follow the rules and regulations according to their constitution. When we came to this country, we have an obligation to follow these rules and regulations. It is a Sharia, means it is Islamic injunction that we should follow it because we came with some kind of agreement. When we take the citizenship this country, we take an agreement. When we take the green card, we take the agreement that we follow the rules and regulation, to follow and abide by the rules and regulation of this country. So as a Muslim, it is not a contradiction. As a Muslim, we can live in a country where we can practice our religion, namely our basic faith, like Iman. We can pray 5 times a day. We can make Jummah prayer. We can make Eid prayer. We can do fasting. We can establish, go for Hajj and establish other Islamic rituals that is essential for our faith. As long we can do that, most of the scholars who permitted the Muslims to leave that place because you can follow the basic principle of Islam. At the same token, we have to follow the rules and regulation of this country. So when we follow the rules and regulation, then we will be good citizen of this country. And we can prove to the other people in this country that we are law-abiding citizen, we do good, we are beneficial for the country. We are not making the problem for this country. So as a Muslim, it is our responsibility to show others that what Islam teaches about. Islam is good for everybody, whether they are Muslim or not. It is good for their neighbor. It is good for their friends. It is good for their family. It is their co-workers. Everybody should feel safe if they see a Muslim. So we have to be a true Muslim. We have to know our religion, and as long we try to learn Islam, we will see the beauty of Islam, and we will be a good citizen. And inshallah ta'ala, we'll show our good character, and Islam will be victorious in a sense that everybody will like a Muslim. They will say, "Oh, Alhamdulillah, he's a good person. As long as I am with him, I am safe and safety." And this is one of the way we can improve our image in this part of the world. And as a leader of Islamic Center, I would like to say it is also responsibility for our Muslim centers, masjid, to educate our children, educate our youth, the dangers of different fatwas and different comments by unknown people they post in the internet. And our children, our youth can be easily misguided. Because Islamic religion, we cannot just read the book and get the guidance. It has to be done under the scholars, under the learned teachers. Learn Islam from them directly. That is the way you can learn the deen of Islam. Listen, if it is not possible to get this education directly from them, we should look at their series, their lectures, their books. There is another source. The third thing, we can learn from the original source. There is Quran and Hadith, and that has to be actually discussed and explained by our scholars, not by anybody can explain this. I am saying in a sense because it is not everybody's role to explain this book, Quran and Hadith, because you cannot just read and explain them. There is not lot of ahkam, lot of injunction related to it. So we have to educate ourselves, our children, and be united. We cannot just be divided with a small thing. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, before his death, he said, "Don't be divided among small things among the ummah." Before his deathbed, he said. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make our heart united under the guidance of Quran and Sunnah. Let's work together. Let's be a good Muslim. Inshallah, this Islamophobia and hatred will be expelled, because this general citizen, the regular citizen of this country, they will be testify against those people who wants to taint the Islamic image. They will say, no, I know my co-worker, I know my colleague, I know my neighbor, they are good people. And when we can come to this stage, inshallah ta'ala, Allah will make us victorious. So thank you all. May Allah bless you. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.